Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're in the world. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Jasmy update. We want to take a look at our price set as we always do to try and find out what exactly is happening with our favorite altcoin here. Why is it not moving at all when Bitcoin is flying, right? Bitcoin is almost reaching the moon and our Jasmy price set is still where it was like 2 weeks ago. So we want to look at all those things today. But before I get into today's content, I just want to kindly ask you to help me spread this video by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. People looking for Jasmy content will now be able to find this video much more easily. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, I would encourage you to do so really, because I do tier on Jasmy on a regular basis. And without me running my mouth too much, let me actually get into the real stuff. So what we see here on a daily time frame is the Jasmy price that is sitting right around a support level, which is coming from a few retracement level here. We actually pointed to this in the last 2 weeks or so. So from the very bottom to the very top here, you can see that we are just toying right around the 0.618 field retracement level. Now it becomes much more clearer if you just consider maybe the daily closures right here going to where the body closed. So you can actually see that we haven't had a daily candle below that level, and that's something that is actually positive, because you can see some wicks here and there is a lot of buying that is actually going in here. But the first rule obviously in technical analysis is the more you test the support level is the more likely you're actually going to break it. So I wouldn't want to see the Jasmy price set continuing to toy around these levels here. But at the same time, we have got interesting things that are also happening here at that same level, because when you take a look at it from an RSI perspective, you can see that we didn't get below the 30 mark. If you remember, I was saying that if we see the Jasmy price set getting right around that 40 mark and not getting below something like 30, obviously going down as low as something like 38 is not a big deal here. This is a good indication that maybe the Jasmy price set is now ready for a bull market. So that's something that I was actually looking forward to, and I'm happy to see it happening right here. Hopefully this week is not going to be too volatile, because we know that we have got the Fed meeting also. It's going to be a volatile week in my own opinion. So we'll let the chart play out and see what happens there. But like this right here, if it remains like this, not getting below that 40 mark, that's actually something that is really good in my opinion. When you look at it across all markets, really, obviously the Jasmy price that is a nascent chart, you really can't see it and there is no point of reference really. But in other markets charts right here, you can actually see that when you don't get below that 40 mark, it's actually meaning that you are in a good bullish stance. So looking at it also from a moving average perspective, let's take a look at the 100 daily moving averages. I've shown you this moving average right here, that it has been acting as support, as resistance, since like the 1st of March, and this is only on this Binance exchange price set, which is actually not the best in my own opinion, because it doesn't have all the data right there. Other just like the Gate.io price set, which I'm not going to open at the moment. So we can see that we broke above that price, that resistance actually. So that's something that was really good, and you can see the price pushing further up right. And now we are back at that level and we are still fighting that level. There's no clear direction at the moment. As you can see that we have got candles above that level, we also have got candles below that level, but the story is still being told right here. Would actually have to wait a little bit to get a final answer to see what exactly is happening with this moving average. But I can tell you that once we have a clear-cut breakout above this level, that's something that is actually going to be very good for the Jasmy price set. We can also see that if the Jasmy price set keeps pushing to the upside, we could actually be headed for, a golden cross right here with the 100 moving average and the 100 daily moving average, and that's something that is going to be monumental in my own opinion, right? But let's just say everything has been broken. This is actually my worst case scenario. According to this falling wedge that we have been looking at, we will be looking for a back test. At this point, we have actually gotten somewhat of a bounce, but we didn't dip too much into that support level, which is really wide actually. It's something that you should expect with cryptocurrency. So that's something like $0.0044 per Jasmy, going as low as something like $0.0035 per Jasmy. So it's a really big area right here of support, and in the worst case scenario, I see the Jasmy prices getting deep into this level and then finally maybe getting a bounce. Why do I say that we could see the Jasmy price set heading down into that support? Is here with the Bitcoin price that we can see that we have actually broken above this support, and we have got a big resistance to show right here, and that's something that is a little bit worrying if the Bitcoin price decides to turn to the downside. As you can see from a fib retracement perspective as well, we've actually reached the first fib retracement, and in a case that the Bitcoin price that does decide to do something like this here, that wouldn't be too good for the Jasmy price set as well. So fingers crossed we don't have something like this here, or else we'll be turning down into that support level. But it could actually be a blessing in disguise if you are someone who missed the whole move that we had here on the Jasmy price set. this could be, you know, a buying opportunity. Obviously this is not financial advice, it's just my own opinion, right? So yeah, these are the things that I see in the immediate short term. Now, to the question that why is the Jasmy price chart not moving when, you know, the crypto markets are actually good? Well, actually it's not specific to Jasmy alone, because you can see here with many cryptos they're just flat, or maybe, you know, 1, 2, 3% or something like that. Now the reason that is happening here is with the Bitcoin dominance. This is something that has happened all the time. Look at where we are right here with the Bitcoin price chart. This is almost the same as this area that we were with, and one thing that is common right here is you see that the Bitcoin dominance here is ranging, right? So once it's ranging like this, it starts going to the upside like that. You also have the same thing that is happening here. Let me quickly zoom it right here. Like, we almost have the same structure really. So this is your Bitcoin dominance. It's actually ranging like this, and when Bitcoin decides to start moving to the upside, we also have got the same thing that is happening here in the dominance, and the Bitcoin dominance will start rising to the upside. Now what does this mean? It means that altcoins are actually not doing anything, or maybe they're just, you know, going up like slowly but surely with those 1-2% per day or something like that, maybe 5%. Even obviously 5% is something that is small in crypto, right? So this is something that we have noticed here, and I don't think it's something that you should be panicking saying that why is the Jasmy price not moving. It's something that has happened time and again. So this was the low then around 2018, and we also have got another point we can point to here. Look at this. This is also the bottom of the Bitcoin price set, and when Bitcoin started moving to the upside here, you can also see the dominance here moving along with the Bitcoin price. So what it means is people are actually opting to buy Bitcoin maybe for safety reasons or whatever reasons, that they think Bitcoin is actually a better bet than other cryptocurrencies. But what you see is also eventually this Bitcoin dominance starts to fall, and when it falls, this is where all the fireworks take place in the crypto space, because remember, these altcoins have got a better risk to reward ratio when it comes to, you know, an investment. Obviously I'm not advising you to do something like that, but for me, obviously I'm not worried why the Bitcoin dominance is going up. This is something that has happened every single time when we have reached the bottom of the market, and eventually, as you can see also right here, the Bitcoin dominance will start moving to the downside, and then we can have a nice altcoin season. So patience is really key on this price set. Remember, this is not financial advice, but if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll see you on the next one. Take care, bye.